Hi, Scorpio Risings. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have the rising sign in the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you. And we'll get a major arcana, and then we'll get a card from the end of the world as we know it, deck created by me with the lunar phases and zodiac signs included. Everything has been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. I hope that everyone is doing well, feeling well, and staying blessed. Let's go ahead and get your first card for Scorpio Rising for love. Thank you, Spirit. Scorpio Rising. Love card for Scorpio Rising. Love message for Scorpio Rising. Money message for Scorpio Rising. Money message for Scorpio Rising. You message for Scorpio Rising. You message for Scorpio Rising. For some reason, I'm hearing Let It Die when it comes to this reversal death card. So something may need to be ending, or it has ended, and someone may still be trying to hold on. I did kind of get that a little bit before I started your reading. So take what resonates for that. Let's go ahead and we'll get your love card here. Ooh, you got quite a few. So let's see. Do this here. So we have the Four of Wands. Energy of union. 1111. This is also a twin flame card. Could be significant for relationships, partnerships, marriage. Knight of Swords. That's going to be quick, fast communication. Truth telling is also what I'm getting here too. With this particular Knight of Sword, every Knight of Sword is not different. Or excuse me, every Knight of Sword is not the same. Sorry about that. King of Rods. I'm seeing like for some of you I'm seeing like dart action, DART coming towards this here, where a lot of you may represent this Four of Rods. But take what resonates. I do get this being the energy of this King of Rod here and this being a go-getter. And along with the quick action of the Knight of Sword, this being one of the quickest knights of the deck. Along with truth energy with the sword energy here. I do get this being the same person here. And this just being catalytic action here. Very quick paced, fast acting energy. And I do see the energy going towards, again, this Four of Rods here. So take what resonates there. That's all I'm getting here. The Rods is going to be fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Ophiuchus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then more fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Ophiuchus. Fours represent stability, but I just get this being quick action moving towards union. For a lot of you may represent this, and this being strong, stable, energy, security, happiness, harmony, union. It could be two people for some of you, but I get this Knight of Sword being more of the action coming from this King of Rod. Alright, let's get your money card. The Hermit reverse. So out of seclusion, out of the shell is also what I'm getting here. A lot of you may be rising in your position, having gone within, or maybe going through some internal or even external darkness. I'm also getting it may be the same energy that's here as I see more forward action. Someone moving towards this four of rods. Love and money being connected here. But this could definitely be, I feel, because of the action that's taking place in your money section. With the energy from within, you may be seeing this in the outer taking place when it comes to another person connected to love. So take what resonates there. This is a card of Virgo. For some too, I'm getting I'm getting the words ultimate seclusion. But most times when I get this, like I initially got coming out of one shell here. And with the action that's here, I do get there being somewhat of a association here. 9 is going to be significant. And I do get that being connected to greater spirituality. I don't get it being connected to the reversal energy. The 9 is going to be very strong from within itself and still holding the power even though it's in reverse. I'm going to scoot this up here. So that's what I get there. This being in the money, I feel a lot of you are shining, blossoming, coming out of your shell, being seen, rising, being the star, or just being seen for your truth. Let me go see if I can find it. I did have it might be up here. I think I left it up here. I had a channel title for you. Let me see if I can find it. And if I can't find it, I know what it is, so I'll write it down. Okay, I couldn't find it, but this is what I did have channeled for you. Was tactful, period. All right, so then that leads us to, and I think this is great here. This is great prospect here. Getting that for sure. This may be also too, I'm getting if someone may have done something destructive towards your money. They may be going into deep hiding, deep cover. Is also what I'm getting here too. But there's no hiding. Like a story is wanting to be created here too, and I'm just getting the answer is no to that. I feel that this particular story that's coming about may have been a fabrication of some sort in order to create a block. So I'm not going to follow through with that. And I feel that may be also relevant for a lot of you and speaking to you trusting what comes to you first in your intuition and not doubting yourself. So then with the U section, we have the Devil reverse. And I think that's where I was getting the energy of not wanting something to die. Letting something die. And it may be what I just spoke on. So we have this Devil reverse, and that being overcoming the devil energy of some sort here that may have been connected. I am seeing similarity here. And the upright energy being connected to toxicity with having to go, and it just being the darkness that I spoke on here. a card of Capricorn. It's also energy of 15 comes together to create a 6. I do get the Lovers card. I am picking that up. The Lovers being a card of 6 in the major arcana. But this definitely speaking about overcoming devil energy, toxic energy, any connections to toxicity, temptations, indulgences that are unhealthy or very destructive surroundings. Making better choices is also what I get to, with the Lovers card being also about making a choice. All right, so let's see what's next to the devil here. King of Cups. So this is more king energy, where I get this being related here to the king energy that we have here, and then the action speaking from the Knight of Swords. So with there being some kind of overcoming of toxicity, greater enlightenment, a lot of you coming out of your shell, doing what's best for you, it's creating change in the outer atmosphere, and that's also what I get here too. So the King of Cups is going to be a very loving energy, has a lot of emotion and feeling. Seeing that cup and them holding the cup may be significant. I also get the energy of someone who's more focused on the past, or excuse me, focused on the future, but it being connected to movement towards the Four Rods, which may have been something connected to the past or being left behind. I am getting that energy too. And again, this old story is wanting to recreate itself. I feel I'm just getting that with there being two kings, like it's totally possible that this could be two different people, but I'm not getting that. I see this being about change from within someone, and the actual elements that are here representing not only the action but the feeling. So this King of Rod can also be a very fiery, passionate energy, and that just speaking to the quick action, also connected to the Knight of Sword. And then this king also being one who's very loving, lovable. With the strong king energy that's also present too, I do get emperor energy connected with all four kings creating the emperor energy. Cups is going to be your energy. And with it being in the U section, a lot of you could be this King of Cup here. And overcoming devil energy, with the king being associated with the other King of Rods here too. I get this being about very quick pace action going toward union here, and being in a loving state here, overcoming some great darkness here in the money and seeing the light. And so then with the King of Cup, also associated with the King of Rod, it's tying into the tactful energy. It's also what I'm getting there too. Being in king status, it takes a lot to get there, and not everyone can just get there through shortcuts. So someone may claim to be the king, but I feel that in order to be a king, one will be tested and challenged, given adversity, to be able to see, what that true representation is and what kings really do in any situation. And so in overcoming the devil energy, I see this King of Cups now ready to move on and move forward. And that moving forward is going to consist of returning to a situation here with a four-rod union energy here. So take what resonates for that. And given that we have 1111 here, make a wish. Let's see what's at the bottom. Tower. Alright, so I just get this being part of everything that's here. The underlying energy of what's going on here. and the quick action and the change. This will be about false foundations coming down, perspectives, beliefs that have been built on bullshit. I did get tower energy walking outside this morning. I noticed the sky. It looks very similar to this. It was daylight, but I did see a break. Like the clouds and the formations were very significant in the break connected that was on the horizon. It was very pretty. I started to take a picture of it too, but I didn't. But this is very significant too because it's a card of 16. Comes after the devil energy. So this is meticulous order here. Speaking to what's next after this tower here, which will be the star card. Destined situation, fated situation, dreams come true. And through and what's meant to be, being, all blocks removed. I also got the energy of someone being unblocked. That might have been a possible title, but I follow through with what I initially get. So even though that may resonate, the unblocked energy, and now, there being quick action, change for the better, false foundations coming down, so foundations of stability and support, sound energy can be built upon. Because anything built on lies or anything that just starts off not with integrity, it can be built up high to the sky. It's not going to keep it from coming down. It's not meant to last or to be sustainable. And I just get this too being about, like, I'm getting Moses parting the Red Sea, this being an act of God that's coming through divine intervention is also what I'm getting here too. So it's some pretty powerful stuff where there may have been a withholding or something that was attempted to be manipulated as if someone were trying to control the universe, and then being completely humbled and realizing that they cannot. Star card will be next. That's the antidote to the tower also too, and it represents healing. The 16 comes together to create a 7 energy. I just get that being about balance, being very important. And it also being important to the earth and the equilibrium. Libra energy could be significant for this too as well. Let's get your major arcana. Scales of justice, I'm also getting two. So in things being balanced, justice also being served for any kind of injustice. Major arcana for Scorpio rising. And this is an energy of Scorpio here with the tower. So a lot of you creating change for the better. I did kind of say that here. And I feel it's going to be more related to the strength of the stability here with the 4 rods and the representation. And anything coming against it that does not mesh is going to be blown away completely. Like, nothing can come against this force, and if it does, this is what's going to happen. And this fell right here. I get this being not connected to a story that is wanting to come through, and this actually being about the action here of a leap of faith, the quick action of newness with the new cycle here, and that destined energy with the star card being associated and someone taking a leap of faith. New cycle beginning. This is exciting here too. New adventure. Foundation being built on integrity, truth, clarity, more healthy, overcoming devil energy, and then moving towards stability. At the bottom, we have the Hangman reversed. Not reversed. I'm getting that this will be more about stagnancy. This is a part of that enlightenment that I got here that just confirms that Hermit reversed energy rather than it being about ultimate seclusion. I feel that's the mock story that wants to come through that may have been a part of a block, but this actually being about someone coming out of their shell, shining, and receiving what is rightfully meant for them. Enlightenment to the truth is also what I get here. This is a card of 12. Comes together to create a 3. I do get Empress energy associated with that. And we do have Emperor energy here too. But I get this being the same energy. It could be two different people where one of you is either one of these here. But I get the association of now wanting to take a leap of faith with there being some greater enlightenment of the truth. And that's it. This is a card of Pisces. So that could be significant also. 12th house energy. Greater understanding of the imagination station is also what I get. Thinking outside of the box. Being open also to the expansion energy I get. Jupiter is going to be the ruler of Pisces. All right, let's get your final card for Scorpio rising. For Scorpio rising, one message. Thank you, Spirit. Aquarius, reversed. Excuse me, I get this being connected to the star card energy and something that was not taking place. Where it just goes back to what's here and someone trying to control the universe and finding out that they can't. Messing with someone's destiny and fate. And this being a complete injustice. And that's also what I spoke on just a few minutes ago here. This all being a part of the design, no matter how it looks. But for someone to interfere into someone's life to try to keep them from achieving or being successful, or interfering in the design of someone else's plan in life and what's due to them, given what it is that they've invested in over many past lifetimes, is completely unlawful. And so I'm getting this not only being connected to what I just said, but also the age of Aquarius. And the sentencing, I'm hearing the sentencing for this, being just as severe as what was put out there. So take what resonates for that. I'm not even going to read what's on this Aquarius card because it's in reverse, and I feel that's just connecting to what's being overcome here with an attempted block. Let's take a look at the bottom here. I'll put this up here. Two reversals. Last quarter in reverse. And I'm getting this more connected to abundance and what's rightfully meant for you and designed for you. Where in the past I've channeled with the moon readings that I was doing, the message wanting to resonate in your reading, Scorpio rising. And this may be about that darkness energy, things being brought to light, there being greater awareness of truth. A lot of you being seen for your truth, and you being destined for great success and riches and prosperity. Recognizing this from within yourself. It being also seen here too. I feel a lot of you represent this Four of Rods. So the end of receiving quarters and coins, and the beginning of you receiving millions that you rightfully deserve. However that may be. But the richness in you cannot be blocked by anybody, especially if it's meant for you. So this is coming through, and I do feel it's connected to the Hangman energy here too with the reversals. There being greater awareness and truth and enlightenment. And now movement forward here into something new. Connected to your prosperity. Scorpio risings, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you so much. Peace.